Welcome to Hookdeck. Today we will learn how to use automatic retries, manual retries, and bulk retries using the Hookdeck UI. But before we get started, I will first explain how Hookdeck handles retry. Our goal is to ensure you never miss a webhook. We make sure we are ingesting every webhook and delivering them to its destination. However, for many reasons, an endpoint might fail to consume these webhooks. For example, when a system is down. Let's get started with the automatic retry. An automatic retry is when Hookdeck schedules a new attempt for a webhook event when the request has a failed status. The scheduled retry is based on a rule set. Let's see how it looks in the UI. We have a connection with a default rule set. As you can see, this default rule set will schedule an attempt every hour up to 5 times when there's a failed webhook. Something worth noticing is rule sets are defined at a connection level. This means you can create a customized retry logic for each one of your connections. It's handy when you want to set different rules depending on the importance of your webhook. Let's create a new webhook rule set together. Let's click create. I will call this quick rule set. And for my quick rule set, I want it to have a maximum retry count of 20 times and with an interval of 5 minutes. Rule sets also control the alerting rule. You can either receive an email for each attempt failure, the last attempt failure, which in our case will be after the 20th failed attempt, or disable alerts. This is a great choice for development. I'm just going to leave it as is and click create. So each of these rule sets are a reusable component. To demonstrate this, let's edit our service number 2 with our new rule set. I'm going to click edit connection, remove the default rule set, and add the quick rule set, and click update. Now I'll send a few test events just to see if the rule sets have been applied. As you can see, our rule sets with service number 2, the next attempt is much earlier than our service number 1. This is after an hour, and this is after 5 minutes. Something to note is that automatic retries will stop either when an attempt is successful or when a manual retry is attempted. So let's take a look at these manual retries. With Hookdeck, you can manually retry any webhook event. Manually retrying a webhook is useful in scenarios where you fix an issue and you want to retry webhooks before its scheduled attempt. In the UI, to manually retry an event, you need to click the 3 dots and click retry. Let's move on to bulk retry. The bulk retry is very similar to a manual retry. The difference is you are retrying based on criteria you define when filtering your request. Let's look at an example. Here, I am filtering based on the failed statuses and connections, that is Shopify to service number 2. When I go to bulk retry, we notice there's an alert. When you're attempting to bulk retry with over 250 requests, or in this case events, you'll be prompted to do multiple bulk retries. We want to avoid a scenario where you accidentally bulk retry all your requests. The limit is only applied in the UI. There's no such limit when using the API. Let's bulk retry. Great. Now we can attempt another bulk retry for the remaining events. There we have it. We've looked at how you can leverage the automatic retry, the manual retry, the bulk retry to recover from errors and make sure you process all your webhooks. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in our next video.